don't stop the, please don't stop the, please don't stop the music.
I don't know how, but each episode keeps surprising me. The thing is, I don't read episode spoilers and I don't watch previews before the episode comes out. I like to be surprised. I didn't know which of the main 6 this episode was going to be focusing on, so imagine my surprise that this was a Fluttershy episode. And I wasn't too thrilled. On the spectrum of best main 6 to least, Fluttershy for me is dead last. Oh, shut up! Look, it's just my tastes. It's not my fault she's not even in my top 10 favorite characters from the show. Keep digging your hole, Firebrand. Keep digging. Look, no offense, but I really think Fluttershy is overrated. Most of the time, all she ever does is act cute and bronies fall at her feet, and her basic humor comes from how she can never get a word in, or they use her for the joke, hey, the shy character had something happen to her that makes her look not shy. Yeah, forget her great development in Hurricane Fluttershy, forget how she tries her hardest to believe in the best in others, but is also willing to chew out others if they act despicably enough. Let's all focus on how she's just there to act cute and have freakouts. I don't hate Fluttershy, I just think people give her attention for the wrong reasons, and it's a huge disservice to her character. Anyways, this episode starts out with Fluttershy singing, and I was not happy. The song was completely dry. It was a song about nothing, no character development, no exposition, and her voice didn't really blow my socks off. It was so generic and, dare I say, G3 that I wanted to puke. But then we were shown that that was the intention, to set up the plot. Okay, that makes a little more sense, because if we had character development or exposition, I think it would have detracted from the overall story. It's almost like these writers knew what they were doing. Or maybe they don't, as Fluttershy's friends seem completely blown away by Fluttershy's voice, like they've never heard her sing before. Then we are told there is another festival. Okay, I really want an answer to this. How many holidays are there in Equestria? On Earth, we have 8,000 years of developing culture and an enormous population to justify our number of holidays, but ponies have no such excuse. From the amount of birthday parties and festivals and such, won't the citizens of Ponyville eventually get tired of all the celebrations? Or at the very least, won't the government run out of money to keep funding these things? I'm thoroughly convinced there's a party tax. Taxes are the only way I can think of them getting enough money to keep these parties running. But it's shown they don't have enough money to fix a town hall, but they certainly have enough to keep Ponyville lively with celebrating something. There's no way they can keep these going. Unless we are seeing these month to month and there's just a lot of on-screen action that we can assume nothing happens in. Who knows, maybe important events just happen during festivals. And there's a new musical group. Jeez, the Brony musicians must be having a field day with this season. I'm worried that the staff might be working Daniel Ingram into the ground, especially considering Rainbow Rocks has 12 songs. Now, don't get me wrong, the songs are good. I'm just worried we might be getting a little overindulged. Having a song in an episode used to be something special and unique, and now it's become the expected. It's no longer a grand occasion we get a new song, it's just another song. Although, maybe the reason we haven't grown sick of these tunes yet is because each episode tries out a new style or genre. And today's genre? Barbershop a cappella. Okay, I dig it. And Big Macintosh is a singer in this musical group. I like the fact that Big Mac is getting a little more screen time and is evolving beyond just giving his trademark one-word answers. Some have requested we get a Big Mac episode when I'm a little apprehensive about the idea. Episodes featuring supporting characters usually don't go over too well. I'm not trying to be pessimistic here, it's just that they don't have a good track record. Then again, with the high quality these episodes have been giving us, if the writers feel confident enough, I say go for it. So Big Macintosh throws out his voice and they have to find a remedy, which leads them to Sakura. Not the doctors for some reason. Why do ponies only go to Sakura whenever they have a problem? Then again, they might hang out with her on occasion, we just don't see it. Gotta take off-screen action into consideration here. These are slice of lives after all. Right when Sakura started laughing, I knew what was coming. And there's no other word I can use to describe this decision other than brilliant. Using poison joke to lower Fluttershy's voice.
I know you think the Saints, but Mom, I'm here to tell the B-O-I-S, they're just E-V-I-L. Those balls are evil. They're making me feel like my head's in a hydraulic press.
Not only was this a great nod of continuity and freaking hilarious, it's also interesting. Poison Joke was previously described as a plant that plays pranks, and the effect is different depending on the pony. Now, I originally thought that the effect was different each time it affected the pony. It varies on how much you are exposed to and where you're exposed to it. And I also thought Poison Joke had some degree of sentience, given that it's a plant that plays pranks. But no, the effect is apparently the same every time. Maybe it still thought Fluttershy singing bass was still funny? Probably, considering it was. And then they decide to have Flutterguy lip-sync Singing in the Rain style. You know, it's kind of funny. Normally lip-syncing is demonized and frowned upon in the music world, but in this one, you totally get behind why they have to do it. 1, it's for charity. They're not trying to get fame or money, they just want to help. 2, Fluttershy doesn't want the attention. She's not being exploited or used, she just gets to sing and do what she loves without the fear of performing. It's interesting to note that it wasn't Rarity who pushed Fluttershy to keep performing, it was Fluttershy's doing. You would think Rarity would do that given her nature, but then remember, that is also keeping within her character. Rarity tries to get ahead and works others into the ground, but she also likes to see others succeed and tries to help others achieve success in any way she can. So the group keeps performing and are eventually found out, and Fluttershy goes into panic mode. Out of all the main 6, I really think Fluttershy is the most mentally unsound. Yes, even more so than Pinkie Pie. There's being shy, and there's being socially incompatible. This is glossophobia to the point of being pantophobia. The main 6 go to try and comfort Fluttershy, and kinda botch it up. And here we are with the complaints that Pinkie was being a jerk. At first, yeah, it did kind of bug me how insensitive Pinkie was being, but again, the more I thought about it, this is keeping with Pinkie's character. She's shown on multiple occasions that she can't read a situation very well, and she really doesn't know when to shut up. Maybe she just likes hearing herself talk. The rest of the friends pick up the slack and say some surprisingly great words of encouragement. The one thing I loved is how Fluttershy didn't completely get over her stage fright. This is Fluttershy, after all. Gosh, I really think Lauren Faust wrote that character into a corner with her name. Wallflower characters in general usually don't get a lot of development unless they drop the trait entirely. But even that is tempered with Fluttershy's line, baby steps. That is a great line right there. Throughout Season 1 and 2, there were a lot of character conflicts that I thought were solved too quickly. But here, it shows that even though a character has a spurt of growth and overcomes a flaw, that doesn't automatically mean they can do it again. It gives them a degree of realism. Still, this episode didn't change how I felt about Fluttershy. She is still worst main 6. Okay, she's the least good main 6. Is that better? Oh, shut up! You're all taking me way too seriously.
Like extra butter. Join the dark side.
May the force be with you all.
John Williams is the man.